Secret Empire! Who would have ever thought it would actually end, right? I mean, finally, we had 10 issues plus a free comic book day issue. Oh wait, it's not quite done yet. We still have Omega. Stay tuned, guys. Welcome back, Frontline fans, and fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision what comic books to buy. And today, guys, we're talking about the conclusion to Secret Empire. This is issue number 10. And when you add in all the half issue and zero issue and everything else, we got like 11 and a half issues of one event. Forever, right? And then if you include like Pleasant Hill that led into this whole thing, this thing has been going on so long. But we finally get the conclusion. The writer here is Nick Spencer. Steve McNiven did the artwork in this particular issue, and this was probably the most consistent art throughout the book. It may not have been all around maybe the best. I like McNiven's artwork, but it was the most consistent. So, last issue, we find Hydra Cap in his big-ass armor. He's got probably 95% of the Cosmic Cube in his body at this particular point in time, and he's about to fight the Avengers. So, in the beginning of this issue, we wind up seeing Earth's Mightiest try to reason with Hydra Cap. We know that's not going to go right? So, first things first, they assemble, and they start fighting Hydra Cap. And they start fighting him, and little with just one swift, the superhero dive. It's done, right? They're all done. Captain America has his whole world in order. He has this complete vision. He's transforming everything. He's a god at this particular point. So the last true hope we had was Ant-Man, Sam Wilson, and Bucky. They come together, and basically you see this plan for them to hand over the actual last piece of the Cosmic Cube. But what Hydra Cap doesn't realize is that once that cube is together, it's actually Kobik, and we wind up seeing Bucky go into the Cosmic Cube and reach for Captain America, Steve Rogers. And the next thing we wind up seeing is that the original Cap is back. And he comes toe-to-toe with Hydra Cap, and they start doing this epic battle. There's these big, huge punches. It's like, brum, 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 and these whole big-ass battles. And the shield goes flying, and then original Cap gets the shield back. And then the next thing you see is they're headbutting each other, and there's this desperation out of Hydra Cap, how he reaches for the hammer because it says Hydra on it, Hydra is worthy. But really, do we realize that Hydra Cap sees the truth and he's no longer worthy to hold the hammer? And the next thing you see is that Steve Rogers picks up the freaking hammer, boom, it just jacks him in his freaking face, and his freaking armor goes flying all over the place, and basically, that is it. Hydra Cap is no more. Kobik takes care of him, kind of takes all the heroes to this vanishing point, so that's why you get generations, to have these interactions with their other selves. And then at the end, they all raise their fists or weapons or hammers and kumbaya to each other, and it's all done, and everything is happy again. And then you just wind up seeing this nice little epilogue at the end of the book. So, that was the issue. What do I think of it? It's fine. It was exactly what I expected with this. One big battle between the original Captain America and Hydra Cap. It was spoiled on the internet. I stayed away from the internet, but this is exactly what I anticipated for this issue. Even though it was very predictable and you knew that Steve Rogers was going to come back and things like that, it still was fun. I still liked it. At least it had a nice conclusion to it. I like how they got kind of creative with the Cosmic Cube and they had Bucky go in there and reach for Steve Rogers. I thought that was a little bit creative and different that we haven't really seen. But the fighting was to be expected, and it's good. It's a little cliche. Yeah, who cares? It was fun. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. I like the issue. I'm going to give it the same grade that I gave it for the last issue, 3.75 out of 5. It's just above average for me. It's not the best thing I've read in the world, but it's got to be one of the more better events that I've read. It was consistent all the way through. Again, if the artwork was consistent, I may have given this a better grade. However, I felt like they had to change artists on this series, and I can understand, because if you wanted it to come out on time, you needed different artists. And so the strategy here was right. I just wish the artists were more consistent all the way through, not so different. Because Sorrentino's artwork is completely different from Lanú's or from the artist on here, which is just Steve McNiven's. They're all, our artwork is different, but that's the one issue I had when it comes to the artwork. But 3.75 out of 5 stars from me. Looking forward to seeing what this Omega issue has in store. And you know what's next, guys. It's Legacy. Are you excited? Are you not? Are you happy that Secret Empire is over? Let me know in those comments below. So guys, as always, thank you for watching Comic Frontline. Don't forget to check out our website, comicfrontline.com. You can now also check us out on Discord, where we have a 24/7 live chat where you can talk to the Frontline team members anytime you want, plus all the other fans on there. We bring you special things like pictures, old videos, fun things to talk about. It's little exclusive things, and it doesn't cost anything. It's for free. So why not? Subscribe to that. Go ahead and check out our live show. Happens every Tuesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we talk about our comics top 5, and we talk about the comics news, and a whole lot more. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching and supporting Comic Frontline. And until that comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off, and I'll see you real soon. Take care, guys. Bye.